get up, get ready, it's time to get ready for Sunday school. And they didn't do that. I didn't have to do that every day or every Sunday morning. And I didn't have none that was going to bug me either. So I think they turned out pretty good, my family over there. I had my son to tell me one time, he says, Mom, he says, when you were talking to me all those times, he said, I was listening. See how I raised my family? I raised them like you raised me, so I was paying attention to you. So I say, you did good, son, you did good. Well, some of the things we did as school kids coming up is that I think I was thinking about the times that we had games out of town, basketball, football, whatever, and we rode the bus, and you had your little sack lunches. And after the game, sometimes the other school would have a little social, and maybe we'd have a little time to stay around and socialize with them. And then other times we had far enough away we had to get on the bus and try to get back home so we could get ready for school. So what I remember about my life, it's really good. It's really good. I think about school since I was 8, I think about it a lot now, you know. Think about what we did and things. I could remember class used to raise money. We used to get this patty's meat and some salad dressing. Well, buy some Polly Pop. They school age now.
Well, like say, when you think about, and when I had to think about what would I get before, you know, the people again, to what would I say? Well, you know, it's been a long time. 46 years before I stood before a group like this. You know, back when I delivered the farewell address, you know, back at Robson Chapel. You know, a lot of things happen. I ask you, you know, even today, thinking back 46 years ago, what was the price of gas? Dirt cheap by today's standard. I know they were running off the price wars at the time. I think on a good day we might buy 13 cents a gallon. Well, and so now here I am going to try to remember things that happened, you know, long ago. Well, you know, when I remember my farewell address, I never forget the feeling when I had to walk back on a big empty stage. Of course, we did have on our road, you know, your legs be shaking. You wonder what you're going to do with your hands. And then, the most important part was what, trying to remember that speech that you had probably, that I had gone over, I don't know how many times. And then try to compose yourself in front of all those staring eyes. It was not an easy task. But, you know, being, like I say, it was an empty stage. You know, they didn't have a pool, and so here I was, you know, standing out there, trying to do my best. But I made it through. So in many ways, being here today is a little bit different. You know, y'all did provide me with a good podium here. I can hide behind. Y'all don't see how nervous I really am. You don't never get used to, you know, speaking, you know, before a group. And so the most important part, I was able to bring notes with me. You know, back in those days, you had to learn to put it all up there. But I got a little older now. And I can't remember too much. But the most important part, I got a microphone now. It helped amplify my voice. So make sure y'all